was created. Now remember, we're not live yet. So we'll come back here to YouTube to make sure that we're all ready to go. Content. Then you're going to come to the top, you're going to select live, and you're going to see your broadcast here. What you go ahead and select YouTube Studio, and then on the left hand side you're going to select content. Then you're going to come to the top, you're going to select live, and you're going to see your broadcast here. What you want to select is this little icon here that says view in live control room. So once you click that, you're going to be able to see here that now our live has been created. We're not live yet, but it has been created for us. It's going to have our title, our description, everything is ready to go. So once you've done that, we now need to come back into OBS Studio. So just connecting your YouTube channel to OBS Studio is not everything you need. So let's go ahead and get our settings set up so that way your stream looks good. So let's go ahead and jump into OBS. All right, so inside of OBS Studio, you're going to come to where it says settings. We're then going to go ahead and first we're going to double check our video. So you on YouTube, you can go ahead and stream higher than 1080p quality. But for this example, I'm going to use 1080p since most people are going to watch your stream on mobile, and that's all you really need. So you're going to make sure you have 1920 by 1080, 1920 by 1080, and then your FPS, you want to have it at 60. This is what I recommend, but again, it's all going to be based on your computer and your internet speed. So if you do need to go ahead and lower this, you can go ahead and drop this to 30. Super important to make sure that your stream looks good. So these are make sure your quality looks good. So once you have that in place, we're going to come to where it says output. But these are going to be the settings that are going to be super important to make sure that your stream looks good. So you can come up top to output mode and select advanced. And then here for your encoder, you're going to have several options based on what you're utilizing. So typically you can use X264, or you can go ahead and use your graphic card if you are on a Windows, and if you are on a Mac, you're going to want to use your hardware encoder. So then we're going to come down here where it says rate control CBR. This is going to be the most important aspect of streaming. Your bit rate is going to determine how well your stream is going to look. And to be able to find out what bit rate you can utilize, this is all based on your internet speed. So I'm going to show you now how to go ahead and check your internet speed so you know what kind of bit rate you can put, so that way your stream looks good. So let's go ahead and jump back into the computer. So you're going to want to come to a website telling you what bit range needs to be between 4,500 and 9,000. So to be able to understand what this number is, I just look at the first number, 4 and 9. So what you want to do is you want to at least have a 20 upload if you're going to go 9,000, and if you're going to go 4,500, you want to have at least a 10 upload. So that's going to be this number here. So I have 500, right? And I only need 20 to be able to go ahead and do 1080p 60 frames per second at the highest number that YouTube recommends. Rule of thumb that I recommend is that whatever your upload speed is, cut that in half, and that's going to be the amount of bitrate you can utilize. So for me, it's 500. I can say 250, so 250,000 is what I have available, which is overkill for what YouTube is recommending. So now that we have that number there, and if you can't do 1080p because your internet speed, you can come here, meaning you can just, I know that I can go ahead and put 9,000 because my internet can support it. So once you have that bit rate, you input that there. Your keyframe interval, you're going to put it at 2 seconds, and your profile, you're going to put it at high. You're going to go ahead and select OK. So now that we have our settings correct, what we're going to want to do now is, now that we have everything ready, we're going to go ahead and hit start streaming. And so that's going to say start streaming. You can see here that now we're live. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and jump back over to